This is a review video of the recently finished airing Chinese web drama 从前有座灵剑山. Once upon a time, there was a spirit, sword, mountain. That's quite a mouthful. Hi, you're watching Avenue X, where Junkie and good storytelling shares their thoughts, knowledge, and occasional weird ideas on stories and how they're told. At the end, if you like this video, please remember to click like and then subscribe to my channel and then ring the bell so that you get notification from my channel in the future. 从前有座灵剑山. I'm not quite sure how I should abbreviate it in this video. Spirit, sword, mountain. No, even that is too much. Or maybe we should just call it SSM. SM. Oh my god. Actually pretty suitable for this drama. As you can see, I'm kind of dressed up, trying my best to imitate one of the characters, although I don't have everything that would actually make me look like her. I mean, honestly, plastic surgery required. This is a 37 episode web drama, and surprisingly, it actually got very good reviews and a lot of people liked it. It performed far better, I think, than most of the people expected. Before I even start to talk about this drama, I have to let you know, it is not a high-quality drama. If you're very into serious, high-quality, proper stuff, this might not be your cup of tea. But if you're in for a cheap and big laugh, then this is one of the better ones that we've seen in 2019. 从前有座灵剑山 SSM is based on a web novel. The novel came out in 2013. Since then, it has been made into a series manga, a animation collaboration again between Japanese and Chinese animators, so there are actually already different versions of adaptation from the original material. This drama is led by Xu Kai, Zhang Rongrong, Zhu Yuanbing, and then we also have very familiar face from Guardian, Gao Yuer popping up. She kind of can't really get away with classical Chinese folklore 妖怪, snake, fox. The original novel is actually really long. It's close to 3 million characters. So maybe from now on, I should just create a unit called One Joy of Life unit, which is a length of a web novel, which is roughly 4 million Chinese characters. So SSM's original novel length is 3/4 Joy of Life. And they made it into a 37 episodes drama. So it practically actually didn't finish much of its original content in any way. To make it really brief about what the original story is, it's about a young guy named Wang Lu, who is actually the reincarnation of somebody who used to have like a lot of power in the Xiuxian world. He is reincarnated without the memory of his previous life, and then he went to pursue Xiuxian again as this new person got into Ling Jianpai spirit sword sect, and then become the disciple of a tutor who is Wang Wu, the lady played by Zhang Rongrong, who is actually the girlfriend of Wang Lu's previous incarnation. So that's kind of the gist of who is who. It's a very web novel-ish Xiuxian story. The drama kind of just take a very small chunk of the original material and then played with it. Quite literally played with it. Like I said at the beginning of this video, it's a really cheap, not high-quality drama. They take themselves seriously enough to make you feel that the crew in production cares about the story, but they're not serious enough so that it comes across not as very pretentious dramas that kind of trying to overshoot and couldn't make it happen. I'm not sure if I made that point clear, but I think it's not that difficult for a viewer to gauge if a production has kind of positioned itself correctly in the comfortable zone. If you look at its CGI, look at its costume prop, like everything is so cheap. It's not even trying to make the green screen convincing in any way. With a set, with the lighting, and then the background is just totally green screened and CGI on top, and it looks really bad. The drama has actually a couple of really nice songs, but very few soundtracks, like so few. Like every time a big fight happens, it's that tune that's been played a million times. It's like they literally didn't have money to write a second tune for it. So the whole thing screams, we're cheap, but we're here to have fun. Take the ride with us. And I kind of really like that attitude. I think nobody can actually represent this spirit of the spirit sword mountain better than the actress Zhang Rongrong. She's done such a phenomenal job, so I'm gonna praise her with all my language possible and then just try to act in front of camera as crazily as she did. Her previous works are mostly in the cinematic world. Most famously, she played Yang Guifei, one of the most famous historical female figures in Chinese history, in Chen Kange's film, The Legend of a Demon Cat, that I made a review about. In that film, she's like goddess level historical beauty of China. Everything about that role is put on a pedestal. And then in this drama, it just shocks you like how much she can totally even deconstruct her own image as an actress or a type of actress. Because people probably still expect really pretty, elegant, that type of goddess role coming from her. She pulled off some of the most exaggerated, extremely crazy comic expression on her face that I think in the Chinese drama land most of the actresses would not dare to attempt because they fear they would appear to be not pretty on screen. The bigger the reputation about you being a beautiful woman kind of stops actresses to go 100% all the way for the roles. And Zhang Rongrong just totally in this drama didn't care about her previous tags. There are so many absolutely ridiculous expressions and the way she acts that is like not really seen before. I've never seen actually any actresses acting that crazily in a Chinese drama like this, and I'm so surprised and happy to see that because her role is like that. In the book, also in the anime, she's like that character who is personality-wise, she's always acting, overacting, exaggerating, and at least showing the world a face of somebody who has no moral standard, who cares only about money, who is so not elegant, not well educated, and not proper poised that nobody takes her seriously, but she is actually a force to be reckoned with. So the nature of this character is so beautifully captured by the actress's performance. I totally didn't expect something like this coming from such a like goddess-like actress. I don't think this role can be played by any other people right now in the Chinese drama realm other than Zhang Rongrong. So I'm like, oh. This drama's comedy type is a very peculiar, kind of over-exaggerated, ridiculous type that I think if you look at some of the old Hong Kong movies in the 90s, 80s, you can almost sense it's a 21st century version of that style. In this drama, the lead character played by Xu Kai, Wang Lu, although in the book, there's more explanation about where he comes from and why he talks in certain way and thinks in certain ways. Drama totally just gave up on explaining it, so right from the first moment he shows up, he just like almost like a time travel character, but it's never explained why. And in the drama, it's filled with gaming vocabularies such as NPCs. We need to go and talk to this person so we would actually initiate the next plot. There's a lot of unexplained but clearly breaking the wall between the reality that we're living and the drama setting. There are parts of the plot that is so like this that I think by the end of that episode, I think I would just sing along with it and have fun and totally just gave up trying to explain it. For example, they created this boy band and there's this concert, there's lighting, and the characters holding a fake mic and singing on stage with the subtitles changing into the very peculiar type of subtitles that you see in KTV. And there's no explanation of why they would do this in an ancient time setting, but because the way the script is written, the lines are written, how characters actually don't necessarily just break down the fourth wall, they kind of don't have walls. The actors would actually kill their previous roles in different dramas, such as Xu Kai would literally say 魏璎珞 turning to 富察皇后, and then Gao Yu'er would respond to him like 我还是锦绣呢. You just go with it, and it's actually a lot of laughter and fun. Also, there's a particular thing about this drama that it's trying to actually play BG and BL at the same time. Usually when that happens to adaptation, people would hate it, especially the original book fans. The original book of SSM is actually a BG story for the lead couple, and in the drama it's also clear that Xu Kai right from the beginning is set up as Zhang Rongrong's, love interest. Towards the end it will happen like that, but then the drama totally did it intentionally to also suggest a BL kind of bromance relationship between the lead male and I would say second lead male, Xu Kai's role Wang Lu and Zhu Yuanbing's role Xiao Hai. Usually when that happens to a screen adaptation, it causes problems. But actually in this drama, it works because the actual official relationship is still the BG relationship, and the BL is never getting to the actual real BL type of relationship, but it's suggested and played, and let's just say a lot of intertextuality happening in the drama to so suggest that, and then it turns on itself immediately to try to take away that impression it just gave you. For example, there's this scene happening between them when Wang Lu is apologizing to Xiaohai at night in this raining courtyard, and when they open the door there's like slow-mo shots and they look at each other and the smile and the music, like seriously, that too. Ooh, like immediately you get like, okay, you're getting there. And just when you think, right, it's playing the BL card too heavy-handedly, they immediately turn it off, and the ring is actually fake. It's made by magic. Wang Lu actually has all the lines written down inside his palm to read, and he immediately turns off that romantic dial, and it breaks down the fact that he is actually pretending to apologize to his friend. They do a lot of those things to really play the audience's emotion, but in this very clever way, so that although the drama constantly suggests BG and BL at the same time, it actually doesn't conflict with itself, and audiences can get why the drama is doing it. It's actually doing it for the fun of it, so it ends up being actually really okay to watch that, and I actually look forward to both the BG part of the story and the BL part of the story. The last thing I really like about this drama is its songs. Like I said, it's cheap, it doesn't have that many OST written, but there are actually a couple of songs with lyrics in the drama that are really well written and really pretty. It's kind of like too pretty. You know, that feeling of the music is kind of like too big or too good for the quality of the drama, that you kind of get the same impression as you watch Guardian. Is like the music is too good for the drama. I get that same feeling when I listen to those songs, but they're really pretty, so I don't know if people would actually go into watching a drama just for the sake of a song, but then I really enjoy it. All in all, to recap, because I think my points are all over the places, because this drama is literally all over the places, but fun. So that's my point. It's not a great piece of screen work. Not gonna be like the greatest canon work ever. If you can let go of that more sort of critical mind and just let loose, then it's actually quite fun. Oh, and then there's this black guy who I think he's from Somali or somewhere, like I'm not sure. I did research and then I forgot. Sorry about that. But he plays one of the shifu, one of the teacher of Lin Jianpan. It's his real voice. In the drama, he's actually speaking Chinese, probably ADR, but it's his accent, him speaking Chinese. He is like a language genius. I think he lived in the Emirates, he lived in Canada before, and then when he went to China, he ended up in northeast of China, Dongbei, accidentally. At least that's his story. And then he picked up Chinese with very strong Dongbei accent. So now he speaks Chinese, not in Mandarin, in Dongbei accent. Therefore, in the drama, he just speaks his accent, and it's so funny. I was so shocked. I was like, is it real? Yeah, because the mouth movement actually fits. And then I did research. I was blown away. It's the first time I think an African guy like actually acted a quite major role in a Chinese drama, actually speaking his lines by himself. It's fun, and it's actually very authentic to the original book. Because in the book, this character is a black guy too. Before I leave you to the rest of your day, just to let you guys know, the foil prints and also the restocked Untamed pins are now available in my shop. So if you want to do some last moment Christmas shopping, but just so you know, it's getting into that period of the year where Canada Post is getting super busy, so things might get to you slower than usual. I am actually seriously thinking about moving to a different city, and if that happened, it would actually make mailing cheaper and more reliable from my shop. It's something that I'm looking forward to probably as a big plan of 2020. We'll see if that can happen. And if you wish to see that happening, pray for me so that it can happen sooner. Thank you for watching Avenue X. I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.